Divine Intimacy number 183, Mary's Prayer. Presence of God. O Mary, faithful adorer of God, show me how to make my life a continual prayer. Meditation 1. In order to have even a slight understanding of Mary's prayer, we must try to penetrate the sanctuary of her intimate union with God. No one has ever lived in closer intimacy with him. Let us reverently observe this intimacy from the viewpoint of the divine maternity. Who can imagine the secret communications between Mary and the incarnate Word while she carried him in her virginal womb? Although there was nothing to distinguish her exteriorly from other women in the same condition, yet in the secrecy of her heart she led a life of the closest possible union between God and a mere creature. Omnis gloria eius ab intus. All her glory is from within. Psalm 44:14. All Mary's glory and grandeur were interior. In this true sanctuary which concealed the Holy of Holies, Mary, living ciborium of the incarnate Word, was aflame with love, absorbed in adoration, carrying within her the burning furnace of charity. How could Mary not remain all inflamed by it? The more she was inflamed with love, the more she understood the mystery of love which was taking place within her. No one ever penetrated the secrets of Christ's heart as Mary did, or had a greater knowledge of the divinity of Christ and of his infinite grandeur. No one ever felt as Mary did the consuming need to give herself to him, to lose herself in him like a little drop in the immensity of the ocean. This was Mary's unceasing prayer, to adore perpetually the Word made flesh within her, to unite herself closely with Christ, to be immersed in him and completely transformed in him by love, to join the infinite homage and praise which ascended continually from the heart of Christ to the Trinity, and to offer this praise unceasingly as the only homage worthy of the divine majesty. Mary lived in adoration of her Jesus, and in union with him, the adoration of the Trinity. There is one moment in the day when we too can share in this prayer of Mary in a most excellent way, the moment of Holy Communion, when we receive Jesus, real and living, into our heart. How we need Mary to help us profit from this ineffable gift. She teaches us to submerge ourselves with her, in our Jesus, that we may be transformed in him. She teaches us to unite ourselves to that adoration which ascends from the heart of Jesus to the Trinity, and she offers it with us to the Father, thus supplying for the deficiencies in our adoration. Meditation 2. Mary spent 30 years in Bethlehem and Nazareth in sweet family intimacy with Jesus. He was her center of attraction, the object of her affections, her thoughts and solicitude. The life of Mary was centered on him. She took care of him, always seeking new ways of pleasing, serving, and loving him with the greatest devotion. Her will vibrated in unison with his. Her heart beat in perfect harmony with his. She shared the thoughts of Christ and his secret wishes in such a way that it can be said that she lived the very life of her Son. Pius X, Ad Diem Illum. Like Mary's life, her prayer was ever Christocentric, and Christ bore it to the Blessed Trinity. It was really the mystery of the Incarnation which brought Mary into the fullness of the Trinitarian life. Her unique relations with the three divine persons began when the angel told her that she was to be the mother of the Son of the Most High, and would be so by the power of the Holy Spirit. She was from that moment the beloved daughter of the Father, the spouse of the Holy Spirit, and the mother of the Word. These relations were not limited to the time when Mary carried within her the incarnate Word, but were to continue throughout her whole life, throughout eternity. Thus, Mary is the temple of the Trinity, nearer than all to Jesus Christ, although at a distance that is infinite. Mary is the great praise of glory of the Blessed Trinity. E.T. 2:15. In Mary, we find the most perfect model for the souls aspiring to intimacy with God. At the same time, she is the surest guide for them. She leads us to Jesus and teaches us to concentrate all our affections on him, to give ourselves entirely to him until we are completely lost and transformed in him. Then through Jesus, she guides us to the life of union with the Trinity. By reason of sanctifying grace, our soul is also a temple of the Trinity, and Mary teaches us how to abide in this temple as a perpetual adorer of the three divine persons who dwell therein. I do not need to make any effort, said Elizabeth of the Trinity, to enter into the mystery of the divine indwelling in the soul of Our Lady. My soul seems to abide there habitually, in the same attitude that was hers, adoring the God hidden within me. Letters of Sister Elizabeth of the Trinity. May it also be given to us to live under Mary's direction in this attitude of continual adoration of the Trinity dwelling within our soul. Colloquy. O Mary, I can imagine how you must have felt when, after the Incarnation, you had within you the Word made flesh, the gift of God. In what silence, what adoring recollection must you have withdrawn into the depths of your soul to embrace the God whose mother you were. Your attitude of Blessed Virgin during the months preceding the Nativity of Jesus seems to be the model for interior souls, for those whom God has chosen to live within. Deep in the unfathomable abyss, what peace and recollection accompanied your every action. You made ordinary things divine, because through them all you remained the adorer of the gift of God. E.T. L. through I, 10. O Mary, you are the throne of God, the ostensorium of his love. You are the living monstrance of Jesus, and when I adore Jesus within you, it is as if I am really adoring the Blessed Sacrament exposed, adoratio in ostensorio, adoration in the monstrance. O Mary, all theology confirms your beautiful title, ostensorium of Christ at Bethlehem, at the presentation, at Cana, on the cross, in the Eucharist, in heaven, yes, even in heaven. Do we not say, after this our exiles show us ostende Jesus, the blessed fruit of your womb? O Mary, teach me to see and love Jesus as you see and love him. Teach me to long for him with your love, to give myself to him, to be wholly his as you are, and to adore him with your own sentiments. O sweet Mother, teach me how to find Jesus and to pray to him. Fill me with Jesus, transform me into him. O Mary, show me how to contemplate the life, the work, and the divinity of your Son. Be the way which leads me to Jesus, the bond which unites me to him, and which with him and in him unites me to the most blessed Trinity. E. Pape. End of number 83, Mary's Prayer.